Good evening, President Logan, Superintendent Thompson, and members of the board. We have so much good news. We have to kind of do it in installments tonight, and that's a good thing, though, and we appreciate being able to celebrate. First, we want to celebrate a fantastic partnership that we have between Levy Special Education Center and Newman University, and here they come now. Because of this partnership, Levy's Special Education Center was allowed to play their basketball season at Newman University, which is a great, fantastic opportunity for them to be able to be exposed to the college atmosphere. And so we will be joined soon by our Levy friends and Katie Johnson, who is the principal. And of course, we have our reps from Newman. And Katie, if you want to come forward, you can start talking about this great partnership.
Hello, my name is Katie Johnson. I am the principal of Levy Special Education Center, and we are here tonight to recognize and honor a wonderful partnership that has occurred this year between Levy, our Levy Legends basketball team, and Newman University. We'd like to recognize Newman Athletic Director Vic Trilly, along with their basketball coaches, their teams, their cheerleaders, and cheer coaches. They have just provided such a wonderful opportunity for us to consider Newman our home away from home for our basketball team. I want to give a special thank you to Mike Rohde for assisting in this partnership and connecting us and helping support that. So Vic, if you could come up, I would like to give you this Partner Achievement Certificate, thanking you and Newman. And this partnership, we're excited to announce, is going to be a 3-year partnership, with this year as our first year. And it has just been so exciting. It has been a wonderful basketball season. They've hosted our games, some practices. Their cheerleaders and players have worked with our students, and it's just been very exciting. So thank you. And we have a little gift that Kaylee Oneth and would like to present as well.
First, I'd like to just thank the school district for everything that you do. Mike Rohde, this would not have happened had it not been for his efforts. He came to drag me to lunch one day, and we ended up at the Levy School, and I lived right by it and didn't even know it was there. And to tell you the truth, he thought he was, we were helping him, and what really happened was they helped us. I mean, they have educated us. And to the extent that we went to the president's cabinet and, like has been announced, we're going to do this for 3 years, for the next 3 years, because it's such a great, I'll never forget, and I'm retiring after 44 years in college athletics in June, but I'll never forget the first time that the Levy School basketball team, the coaching staff, and all the people walked into Newman Gym. I'll never forget how they looked. Well, I'll remember that the rest of my life, and I've been at Elite Eights, I've done all those things. Nothing hit me more than what happened the day those kids and those teams walked in our gym for their first practice in their game. So it was a no-brainer to extend this out for 3 more years. The university was proud to be a part of that, and I can't tell you how much this group and everything and how they've touched our lives and those students behind you from Newman University. So thank you, Mike Rohde, the school district, for everything you've done, and everybody associated with the Levy School. Thank you.
This is absolutely a prime example of win-win. Newman is gaining from it, and we appreciate everything that you're doing to make this happen. I know it's not easy, but you have done a masterful job of including our students and making them feel welcome on your campus, and we thank you for that. Thank you. And our students from Levy this is a great opportunity for them to be able to see a college campus and be around students that they would never get to experience being around. It is an absolute prime example of the community working with the school district and making it a win-win for everybody. So we cannot thank you enough. And I want to one more time send the praises to Mike, because this happened because of Mike. And he happened to know the right people to get a hold of. He had passion for Levy, which he's had for years, and he was like a bulldog. He never let it go until it started to happen. So thank you very much, Mr. Rohde.
See you at graduation.
How in the world do you follow that?
Send me some pictures.
That's very exciting. And now we have our next set of young adults that we want to celebrate. And this is our winter sports recognitions. And Jay Means here is going to bring in our Heights swimmers and celebrate their accomplishments that they have done this year. Jay?
That's a really tough act to follow. I'm not sure. I wish we'd gone first, I think. So anyway, President Logan, members of the board, Superintendent Thompson, thank you for the opportunity to share some good news tonight. Recognize a distinguished group of student athletes and coaches who have achieved the highest team honors in Kansas interscholastic competition. On Thursday through Saturday, February 14th through the 16th, the Heights Falcons boys swim team competed in the 1 through 5A state championship in Topeka and won the state championship by a mere 2 points over Topeka Seaman, followed by Wichita Independent. So they just got it done. Which is all it takes, right? 1 point's all it takes. So to recap their state championship, Heights qualified 14 individual competitors and 3 relays for the state championship. 7 of the 14 placed in 1 or more events, along with all 3 relays finishing in the top 5. Along with that, they had 1 swimmer, and I apologize if I mispronounce it, but Aiden Gatenbon, all right, I got it, yeah, named to the first team All-State. The 2019 state championship is the 3rd in school history, joining the 2015 and 2017 state championship teams. So I do believe we might as well reserve a spot in 2021 then to continue that. So tonight we thank Principal Sherman Pageant, Athletic Director Rick Wheeler, the Heights swimmers and coaches, the parents and booster club, and the entire Falcons Nation for the job well done. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Okay, we do have several, a couple of people that want to say something. Julie?
Okay.
Mine doesn't show my name. It looks
Oh,
like it's
I've got it
showing
5
on
times
everybody
over here,
else's
so-
5 times. I kept pushing it
Yeah.
because my name didn't come up.
It's okay, I'll just let you talk once.
Well, and actually, Jay is one of the young men, a senior, that you could invite to come to the podium.
I'm sure there is at least one senior, so somebody come forward. Looks like everybody's pointing.
Pointing to somebody else.
Hi.
So, congratulations, and you're a senior, so you're going to graduate here pretty
Hopefully that's the
soon.
plan.
Yeah. So, what are your plans when you graduate?
My current plans are I'm going to go to Barton Community College in Great Bend, Kansas, and continue my swimming career there.
Do you have a swimming scholarship?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Gentlemen, we are very proud of you. You serve us well, and you're going to go far in life, and we are really proud of you. Thank you for bringing this home to Wichita. Thanks.
Thank you.
All righty, and because our next item is our DCTA, which is kind of big, we're going to take a quick little break while we brew. Are we just going to go on? I'm looking at Mike because he's saying, okay, well,
They're
we will
ready.
bring in all of our DCTA, and this is our exciting celebration we do every year. This is our Distinguished Classroom Award winners, and I would like to invite our Assistant Superintendents, Michelle Ingenthron and Gil Alvarez, and Executive Directors Chris Wendt and Robert Garner to help celebrate these great names.
What a pleasure to have all of you here tonight. Welcome.
Good evening, board members, Dr. Thompson. Absolutely, what a great privilege it is. We have so many wonderful teachers in our school system, and tonight we get the privilege of recognizing a few of our really outstanding staff. What I'd like to do first is actually see if we have any selection committee members in the audience. If we have any members, would you please wave your hand or stand? There's a few. Let's give them a round of applause. Something I think is worth mentioning is that we have winners of our DCTA competition. We have the runners-up, and I think playing in front of you right now are names of names of teachers who were nominated, and we had 55 nominees this year, so a lot of outstanding teachers were nominated for this award. Just give a couple of seconds for those to continue to scroll. And if we have any of the nominees who are listed on the screen in the audience, would you please stand as well so we can recognize you? Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Thank you. Well, first, what we'd like to do is we'd like to recognize teachers who were named runners-up in the DCTA process. And so in the new teacher elementary category, we have Abigail Toulos. She is a kindergarten teacher at Enders Community Service and Leadership Magnet in elementary. And in the new teacher secondary category, we have Austin Clift, journalism teacher at East High. Austin, if you're here. Okay. In our primary category for elementary, we'd like to recognize Meredith Compton. She's a kindergarten teacher at Cloud Elementary. In our intermediate category, we have Monica Gosson-Hunnell. She's a third grade teacher at Allen Elementary. And in middle school, we have Catherine Ariano, the physical education teacher at Coleman. At high school, we have the high school teacher category. Rob Maddox is a social studies teacher at Southeast High. In the support teacher category for elementary, we also have Allison Stuckey. She's the art teacher at Riverside. And in the support teachers secondary category, we have Stephanie Bird Hutchinson. She's a teaching specialist at Dunbar Support. Let's give a round of applause to all of those candidates. And now we'd like to celebrate our winners. And so, winners, it appears as though you are already lined up and ready for us. Could we have you take like one step forward so that you're in the light? There we go. See, the great thing about great teachers is they always want to kind of stand in the back and not be a part of the highlights and the celebrations, but we want to bring them forward. So let's talk a little bit about the selection process. What we do is we have teachers, administrators that can nominate teachers for the Distinguished Classroom Teacher Award. And from that process, we accumulate a lot. We had 55 nominees this year. And the selection committee looks at all of those nominees, and from the recommendations we get, we choose finalists. Then the selection committee actually goes out and watches the finalists teach. And we also interview the principals, we interview the teachers. From all of that work, we select our finalists for the Distinguished Classroom Teacher Awards. And so if I can have Dr. Thompson, would you like to come over? And President Logan, if you'd come as well. And as we as we recognize you, we're going to ask that you come forward. Probably get a hug from Dr. Thompson. I was going to say shake her hand, but she's more of a hugger. And then if you would come, Then if you'd come this way, and we have some gifts for you to receive, and then you get to take my place at the microphone and say a few words if you would, okay? So the distinguished classroom teacher, yeah. Or you can say pass, but no, we'd love to hear from you. So the distinguished classroom teacher in the new teacher category for elementary is Chasmin Lindemann Timish.
Who can raise their hand now and tell me what onomatopoeia means? Denise.
Chasmin Lindemann Timish connects with her students so they feel safe and loved. She has a special way of building relationships, whether she's teaching engaging lessons, eating lunch with her students, providing one-on-one communication journals, or helping with her school's Girls Who Code Club. The relationships she develops with her students help them put forth their best effort.
Show me a 3 if you think you have this down. You could do it by yourself, like you didn't need to write a sentence with a partner. And show me a 4 if you know this well enough, like you could teach somebody else in the class, or you can go home and tell a younger sibling or your parents today.
Chasmin started in the Wichita Public Schools as a special education para at Harry Street Elementary, which allowed her to work with all grade levels and all learning styles. With encouragement from her colleagues, she went back to school to fulfill her dreams of becoming a teacher.
So just like Crystal did, you can flip it over to the back and try and put 2 words into one sentence.
Chasmin knows that in order for students to be successful in class, their needs have to be met. She makes sure students have food, clothing, backpacks, and counseling support. She also understands that communicating with parents is vital for student achievement.
But what you're writing a poem about is what Sacagawea saw in nature. That is going to be a little bit harder. So you are going to pretend that you are who? Sacagawea.
She focuses on teaching her students that it's okay to make mistakes and to learn from them. Her classroom focuses on growth mindset and the power of yet to encourage students to keep trying, because being successful takes hard work. She shows her students that as a new teacher, she is also learning ways to be better, and that it's important to be a lifelong learner.
I like to show up every day just so I can spend time with the kids in my classroom. I like that they all kind of blossom in the classroom. They're all very much themselves, and they're showing me their personalities. I really enjoy spending time with them and just watching them grow and develop as people. Good job, keep going. That's awesome.
Thank you for giving me this award. And I want to thank, I used to work as a para at Harry Street Elementary, and so I got lots of years of experience watching those teachers, and they were amazing, and so I'm thankful for that. And I'm also thankful for the AP and principal who are here with me right now, because they're awesome administration in my building, and I couldn't have done this without them too.
In the new teacher secondary category, we have Taylor Offerly, and she teaches math at Wichita Heights High School.
Okay, let's look at problem number 1.
Taylor Offerly is a perfect example of a fun teacher who balances high expectations, structure, and respect. She's made a great impact at Heights, and students requested to be moved to her class soon after the school year started.
Okay, the last theorem we are going to talk about is triangle midsegment theorem.
Students say she makes math easy to learn, and she motivates them to be better and to work hard. She makes sure students don't fall behind, and is always willing to meet outside of class if they need extra help. Because high school math can be intimidating, Taylor creates lessons with real-world ties to keep students engaged and to make the assignments relevant to them. She also shares her ideas and plans with her colleagues and asks for feedback and advice from other teachers to make her lessons better.
Okay, see how that works since these are even numbers? Okay. On the example on the board, I multiplied by 2 because it was a 3 and a 3 here.
Because they're, okay.
So you would have got a decimal if you did it that way.
Taylor not only tries to make connections with her own students, but with other Heights students as well. She supports them through their struggles and helps push them through.
So if the question mark is X, that's what we're trying to solve for, right?
Colleagues say that she will be a favorite teacher for many Heights students for years to come.
I love seeing when, they get a question right and, they might have got the first 3 wrong, but they got the 4th one right and they're so excited. So I think seeing them and seeing their improvement each day is what makes me excited. So this quiz kind of marks that we're halfway through the chapter. So we're halfway done.
I just want to say thank you for the nominations. I know Mr. Pageant here. He's been an awesome principal, awesome first principal for me. I'm very thankful to be here in Wichita, and I'm thankful to be working here at Heights, and just very thankful, very grateful for this opportunity. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Next in our primary category, the winner for our primary category in elementary is Marnie Baxter. She's a second grade teacher at McCollum Elementary.
I'm going to have a great day. Are you going to have a great day? I love it.
Have a great day.
I'm going to have a great day. I'm going to have a great day.
Marnie Baxter is not only an outstanding educator, she has the natural ability to develop positive relationships with her students. Colleagues say that regardless of her students' academic or behavioral abilities, they are treated with love and care, and they give her admiration and respect in return.
Do they take notes like this in 4th grade? Yes. What about when you get to 5th grade? Yes. What about when you get to middle school? Yes. And high school? Yes. And college?
Growing up, Marnie moved around often and attended more than 20 different schools by the time she graduated. She felt like she didn't fit in anywhere. During her senior year in high school, she was placed in DECA to earn enough credits to graduate. She said her DECA teacher, Jeff Darr, was the first teacher to have a positive impact on her, and his judge-free encouragement and high expectations had her believing in herself for the first time. Because of that experience, she knows the importance of forming meaningful relationships with students and having a classroom where students feel safe and welcome so they can learn. Many of her former students come see her for a reassuring hug and words of encouragement.
I love the way you two are on it.
Marnie says she wants all of her students to know that they can accomplish anything through hard work, and she encourages them to dream big. She sets high expectations, delivers high-quality lessons, and believes all students can succeed.
Absolutely my favorite is getting to come to school every day and inspire all these little people and watching them believe in themselves, like where maybe they thought they couldn't do it and then they're doing it, and just stretching them. Like I love just stretching their little brains, as we call it, all the time, that growth mindset, and just seeing them to where they want more. They're just eager for more, and more. And that is just like a total rush for me. I'm going to come to every one of your graduations, and I'm going to come to all of those college graduations, and I'm going to be right there. I'm going to be your biggest fan.
Well, I just love what I do. And I'm very lucky that I get to come to school and I'm surrounded by people that love me and that I love, and I can just spread that to all of my little people and just inspire them. And it's the greatest gift. And I feel so blessed to be able to do this, and I'm blessed to have my family, my friends, my colleagues with me to support me through this journey. Thank you.
Gosh, I feel like I need to be more energetic right now. Kind of gotta. So is that elementary? Okay.
You can be energetic in a minute. We have an intermediate recipient tonight, and our intermediate category winner in elementary is Allison Drake, and Allison is a third grade teacher at Minnehaha Core Knowledge Magnet.
Remember, we're working at a level 1, so only the person near you should hear you. Nice job.
Allison always wanted to be a teacher. Her mother taught for 33 years and was a big influence on her. When she was in high school, she got her first teaching experience. She taught first graders at Vacation Bible School. And even though it was only for a few days, she knew that teaching was her calling.
And this is our what? Questions from our sticky notes. What is NL? Our new learning, and then our reactions to the text. Now, let's review what our reactions to the text were.
Allison is a natural at building trusted relationships with her students. She designs lessons that draw on students' background and culture to keep them engaged. She knows that when students feel a connection to her and to school, they are excited to learn. She creates interactive and fun lessons that are also challenging, and her students are never bored.
Get theirs, ready? Whoa, that looks interesting, right? I'm interested to see what they're going to talk about.
She also helps other teachers learn and grow, whether by mentoring new teachers or sharing best practices with teachers in her building and across the district. Many teachers ask for advice on classroom management and how to increase students' academic progress.
Was it a reaction more so, or a new learning?
It was more of a reaction.
Okay, I think so too. That's a good idea. So why don't you put that right there?
Allison says that sharing student success is one of her favorite parts of teaching. She always celebrates when students meet or exceed their goals.
I love being around kids and seeing the growth that they have at school and getting them ready and prepared for the next grade levels and to go out into the world and be a community member. Yes, good job, buddy.
We have a no opt-out policy in my classroom where you have to share or add on little talk moves. Or repeat, but I can't remember what you said, Marnie, so here we go. I think that the 259 Wichita Public School District is amazing, and I want to say thank you. I've learned so much. I've had awesome administrators in my life. 2 of them are here today. All the professional development and all the things that are given to us as teachers, I think is so beneficial. And we take it back to our classroom and we try to do our best work that you provide for us. And I just appreciate everything that you've given to us to be successful in our career. So thank you, and thank you for the nomination.
Alrighty, so in the middle school category, we have Patrick Jackson. Patrick teaches physical education at Gordon Parks Academy.
We are going to be adding on to our workout improvement plan so we can try to get ready for fitness testing.
Patrick Jackson decided to become a teacher when he was little, and that desire was greatly influenced by his family. His mother, his sister, 2 grandparents, 8 aunts, and 2 uncles are all teachers. Weekends and holidays were spent exploring the gyms and libraries of his mother's school, and they often visited schools where family members worked. But it wasn't just family influence. Patrick says that the teachers he had growing up made school fun and engaging, and he wanted to have the same impact on his own students.
Those are good holds, Trey. How long are you holding those for? Good job.
And he does have an impact. He greets each student every day as they enter his gym to build relationships. He always encourages his students to try something new and provides them instant feedback. He has high standards for all students, and they respond well to his expectations.
The goal on this improvement plan is to eliminate time that you're waiting around, so you need to be filling that with the exercises on your sheet.
His commitment to students goes beyond the classroom. Patrick spends time mentoring young men as a part of the BASE program and Middle School Challenge. He is the boys basketball coach at Gordon Parks Academy and coaches track and field at Southeast High.
Okay, you're halfway done. 3 minutes left.
Colleagues say the influence of his teaching goes beyond PE. It impacts how students learn in their core classes. He is a natural-born leader who works hard to inspire students to accomplish anything.
Oh, my favorite thing about being a teacher is giving to students. It could be a simple thing like figuring out how to turn a jump rope, or it could even be something a little bit more complicated, like helping somebody with homework and they figure out a more complicated algebra problem. But if I can walk away every day knowing that the students that I impacted got one more thing than what they came in with, that's probably my favorite thing. You guys got to vote on words that were important to you, on how we treat each other in here, and then it's going to be very important to focus on that as we go through our last 9 weeks of school. Well, I think you guys made me look a little bit better than I felt. So I do want to say, first of all, congratulations to all the other award winners. Thank you for the nomination. I know Amanda Kingery, my principal, I appreciate that a lot. I have a couple people that showed up to support me that I also really appreciate. I know Carla Stenzel, thank you very much. I wasn't going to be a PE teacher until I started working for Carla at College Hill in the summer latchkey program. I was going to do secondary biology, and she worked on me, and pretty soon I had to give in. And I also noticed the Museys are sitting up there, and they've been a big support system for me since high school, officiating track meets and helping me with my journey. So thank you to everybody else who's here for all the support, and I'm pretty honored to be a part of this group. Thank you.
In the high school category, we have Ann Burgett. She teaches at Northwest High School, and she's an English language arts teacher.
What did Finney want Jean to start doing? Sports. Okay, that would be a good one, yeah.
Ann Burgett always wanted to be a teacher. She was influenced by her father, who taught at North High for 34 years and would share stories of student successes. She says she grew up in the halls of North watching teachers and coaches work with students and form relationships with them, and she wanted to do the same.
So think of any important facts you can for Chapter 6. Think of any important quotes you can for Chapter 6.
One of the ways she forms those relationships is by greeting her students every day as they walk into the classroom. She loves when students say they enjoy being in her class. She strongly believes that every student needs to feel comfortable in class in order to be successful.
So as your groups read today, those are the things that I want you to think about.
Colleagues say that she has the ability to motivate her students to do their best. She often teaches classes with struggling readers and works tirelessly to help them be successful. One of her students says she's able to make readers out of students who never liked reading books before. The way she shows her students that she cares makes all the difference for them.
They try to accuse him of things that he didn't do. And maybe if he knew then what he knows now, it would be changed. Okay, so think about that, all right?
Ann has been teaching for more than 30 years and says she still loves coming to school every day.
I love being around the kids. I love seeing the light bulbs go off in their heads. It's just amazing when they have that aha moment and they know that they got what we were talking about. That's a good one, yes, very much so. First of all, I want to thank my principal for nominating me, Eric. I have a couple other principals here that I've worked under, and it's been my privilege to work under them. This is a great honor for me. I love my job. I love the kids that I teach, and I just want to thank you very much.
Our winner for our support teacher in the elementary category is Ashley Reichenborn, vocal music teacher at Buckner Performing Arts and Science Magnet.
participation follow directions the
First time they are given.
Thank you. Success learning about music and having
Ashley Reichenborn has a profound love of music and became a teacher to show students how music can have a positive impact on their lives. The students at Buckner know this and are excited to come to class to participate in fun and engaging lessons, whether it's singing or playing instruments. Ashley believes that regardless of natural ability, all students can have a joyous musical experience. She also knows that music develops skills that can be carried over into other classes.
nice and strong. Me drum, me strong. You look good. First me, then you.
She directs an extracurricular drumline ensemble called Buckner Drums. The students love to be part of the group, which has performed at many community events throughout Wichita. She also leads percussion programs at the Boys and Girls Club, which she enjoys because she gets to interact with students from across the district.
Check it out. Here we go.
Ashley also uses the power of music in other ways. One of her students was having behavior issues in her class. She invited him to start taking piano lessons after school. By getting involved in music and by developing that connection with his teacher, his behavior improved. Ashley even asked her fellow teachers to make a donation to purchase an electric keyboard for him.
I want you to pick your favorite kind of pie.
Improvising?
Yes, we're going to improvise. Your favorite kind of pie. It could be.
Colleagues say her teaching is heartwarming and inspiring, and her influence will be felt by her students for the rest of their lives.
My favorite thing about being a teacher is seeing students succeed. Even the students that are particularly hard, because as a music teacher, I get the entire building. And when they come back to you and say, be it in middle school or later on in elementary school, and say you made a difference, that's really why we're here. Give yourselves a round of applause. And off.
Well, I just definitely want to say thank you for the nomination. I feel very, very fortunate to even be considered for this because I look around my district and my building and I see people that inspire me every day and I think, wow, they could be here easily. And so I just feel very honored to even be considered. So thank you to my principal and my coach who are here to support also for the nomination. I also feel very fortunate to be part of a district that values the arts because that's not easily found. And it does develop the whole child, and I'm very fortunate to feel valued and not just like a teacher's break, which happens a lot in my profession, or in my community, I guess, around the state, and as well as being a part of a performing arts school. I mean, those are it's not very common to find that, and I feel honored and thankful each and every day to walk into Buckner. So thank you very much. Thank you.
And our final teacher in the support teacher category is from the secondary level, and she is from Mayberry Magnet Middle School, Nicole Herrera.
I hope you find some meaning as we launch into the last quarter, and a little bit of energy that you're going to need to reserve until we get to that last week in May.
Colleagues say that Nicole Herrera is their building cheerleader. She always encourages both students and staff and is driven to make everyone's experience at Mayberry a great one. She looks for ways to help experienced teachers learn and grow while also supporting new teachers. From leading book studies for staff to providing lesson ideas with real-world examples, she supports her peers so that they can support their students.
And a kid may not do the best as far as testing, but we know that kids are extremely intelligent in other ways. So the better we know that child, the better relationship we have with them, the more hopefully their potential is going to shine. And I think that's the
Nicole didn't have a great home life growing up, so she loved the sanctuary of going to school. She loved having teachers that made her feel valued, and that created her passion for learning. Her teachers inspired her to be the first in many generations of her family to graduate. Because of her experiences, she is able to connect with students from all backgrounds and show them the importance of getting an education.
I want you to kind of identify one of these specific personality types that you might have in your class.
Colleagues say that she's the perfect example of support staff. The relationships she creates with teachers and with students make a huge impact and create a warm and positive environment throughout the school. She leaves a lasting positive impression on all who interact with her.
I'm taking the same joy that I had as a classroom teacher, and I'm transferring that to being able to inspire adults. And having taught for 18 years in the classroom, I have a deep understanding of what they need, and I can better serve them and better inspire them because of all that instructional knowledge. I want to tell you that behavior is going to be splendid in your classes and that the children will fly through your doorway like cherubs and write down notes and smile at you as you try to teach them. That is not the case. But we teach them not because it is easy, but because it is hard. So good luck, guys.
Well, thank you very much. That was a great ending. So it's been so rewarding to be able to support the wonderful teachers that we have. And I couldn't do it without a staff that is passionate. And every time I walk through the door every morning, they give me such motivation. They have high expectations of me. I'm able to give back because I had wonderful teachers. And I've got wonderful administrators. 2 of them are up there, Mr. Holdeman and Mr. Friend. They were wonderful teachers to me, and they inspired me to reach my potential. And so what I'm doing every day is I'm giving back. And it's a wonderful district to be able to do that. I'm motivated by the diversity and the culture and the opportunities to be able to provide for such wonderful students. And this has been my blessing. So just being nominated and being able to walk in my halls every day and see how I can help has been just an absolute life-enriching experience, day in, day out. It's worth it. So thank you.
Nice job, guys. We'd like to also recognize any family members and coworkers who are here tonight. If you'd please stand. Families or coworkers of our wonderful recipients. Thank you. Their support means a lot to you, I know. But we're not done. We have 2 more announcements and 2 more celebrations. 2 of our teachers are going to be nominated for the Kansas Horizon Award, which recognizes teachers who do an exemplary job of teaching their first year teaching. And our nominees for the state competition will be Chasmin Lindemann Timish and Taylor Offerly. Congratulations to you both.
And for 2 more individuals, your journey has just begun because you are going to represent our district as our Kansas Teacher of the Year candidates. And so I want you to know that we're going to support you on this long but rewarding journey. And the 2 individuals who are going to represent us at that level, that's going to be Marnie Baxter. And the next individual is going to be Ann Burgett. So we celebrate you on this journey, and we'll be in touch with you very soon regarding the information to get you started, okay? And so I just want to say, lastly, this has been a great experience the last several months. It's been a rewarding journey, and we are so excited that we had an opportunity to see you at your best. And so congratulations, and this is a tribute to you, to your dedication, your commitment, your passion, your fervor for really helping kids be at their best. So again, congratulations. And that concludes this presentation.